Hey everybody, it's Jada on piano, where we make music make sense. Let me see. Okay, so we've got the piano as far as I can see. I'm going to start the video, and this is a Tye Tribbett video. It was posted by gospel musicians, and it is in tribute to Parris Bowens, who unfortunately passed away the other day. So we're gonna jump into something that's probably very high level, but we're gonna talk about how, if it gets difficult, things we can do to make it through. Difficult things that might be a little bit of a stretch. So here we go. This starts at about the 4-minute mark of it's Tye Tribbett. There's like 5 of them, but exclusive underground rehearsal. And so we're gonna go with that right. Keep trying to pull it back up. There we go. Right at the 4-minute mark. Right here. Let me know if you can hear everything. We're going to try to get through this. Thanks, Herman. Okay, that's essentially everything we have from that video. It cuts out like right in the middle. Let's run that one more good time. We have a minute or so. Like I said, right at the 4-minute mark. right there. That's the end of it. And then it goes, oh, then it gives me a commercial. Yeah, I muted that before we go back. So we're getting ready to start. Let me skip the ad. Okay. Now run this back. Okay. Unmute. And let's get ready. That's a good spot. Okay, I'm gonna hold it right there. Okay, so as you can see, we're doing Lord Our Name on High. Let's grab the key and then go from there. I'll tell you guys this. So last week, again, live streaming is hard. It's hard. You have to have pristine settings, all that good stuff. I was really trying to do this literally on Friday. This video on Friday, because I didn't do a video last week, and as a recording to get out to you guys. I had tried a couple of times readjusting some settings and things like that. Well, it didn't work out on Friday either. Saturday morning, wake up hearing this information, and it just kind of shocked me. So I was like, okay, it won't be a recorded video. It's going to be part of the live. And so because I had started trying to record it, what I had done was get the key, and then I was playing Lord, I Lift Your Name on High, so that we could kind of get a basis for where this song was going. Okay, so I can tell you the key is D, and I'm hearing some craziness, but I hear a lot. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the key is D flat, and we need our chords really quick. But I have not figured this out. It's still going to be a raw assessment of transcription because I didn't get to figure it out. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And I didn't even give the scale. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Okay, so I did tweak some settings. My CPU usage is down to about 17% now. It was usually recording up around almost like 30%. And so, yeah, it's lessened the load a little bit, but I think it probably could be better. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. Y'all see all of the trials and the successes right here. I, not only learned how to play the piano, but I learned how to live stream and all this. You see the successes and the epic fails right here. Every week it's all caught on camera. Sometimes much to my dismay, but we can all learn from this if you hang around and you want to see it, learn from my trial and error. That way you don't have to do it. Okay, so we got the key. Let me get the song. So, Lord, I Lift Your Name on High. This is how it normally goes. And then we repeat it again. And then we do it again. And then we change it. I was really trying to figure out that melody as I was playing it. So if I kind of play through that a little bit slowly. That song, the first note it doesn't start on the downbeat. You get the chord on the downbeat, then you start singing. Something like this. Sorry. something in that, in that range. That's what that song would sound like, nice and simple. It's one of those super easy, what do we call it, contemporary Christian songs that has been around for years. This video itself is about 15 years old, but I think the song itself came out in the 80s or 90s. Hey, Chris, you ever played Lord, I Lift Your Name on High? I know you got a story for a lot of songs, so I know, or hopefully, you've got some exciting event that you've got with this song as well. But that's it in D flat. So what happens with Parris here playing is he takes this song between him and Tye. I'm not sure who did the main arranging, but between him and Tye and Thaddeus on bass, of course, they totally flipped this. So let's see how they go about it. We got the normal melody, what we should expect, and let's see what we've got for this song. Let's let it start right here. Okay, so there's our first chord. So the first thing I hear is this right here. You heard that? Right there at the beginning. Where are we at? So I know in case I lose it. Okay, 410. We got one chord. Okay. And then we hear something in the range of the 4. Let's see how he plays that. Trying to grab it here. Let's get to the second chord. So I kind of feel him somewhere. He was here. And somewhere in here. See, Chris, he's got a fantastic memory for when he played song A, B, C, D. Wow. All that too. Chris is saying he played this song for his youth choir back in the day, maybe recently, I'm not sure. So first chord, and then something in this range. It's telling us it's the G flat pentatonic scale, which is true. That's the pentatonic, but I'm really trying to play the chord, and you can kind of see. Let me move. Well, I can't move it because the thing is still here, even though it's paused. You can kind of see, we're fortunate enough to see a little bit of his hands, and we can see those 3 notes, and then we kind of see these 3 here. So he's probably rolling off of this to that a little bit, and then so we've got that. So we had the first chord. Now I need to grab the bass really quickly because if you know anything about Tye Tribbett or any of his music, and particularly Thaddeus. Oh, I moved the whole thing. Hold on, let me bring it back in. If you know anything about him, you know his bass notes don't always follow the normal thing we expect. So let's grab the bass. Here we go. Okay, so he's staying on that one and giving us a good groove. So okay, so he's playing these chords in context over the one chord. Okay, let's keep moving. So far, we're successful. Oh, I'm going back too far. Sorry. I don't want to miss anything. Oh. So he's probably staying on the chord because we're still on the 4, function-wise. You see that? But then he's playing the melody there a little bit. He's kind of hanging on this chord, but playing the melody, it sounds like. And then so he's only really played 2 chords. He played this one. He's either got the D flat on it or he stays off of it. Okay? All of that. Now, if that is not the exact notes, we are super close. Again, sometimes, even if, and we're really close. Just from hearing it, we're close. But if it's not 100%, we're right there where he is. And so if we had to play that with somebody that, for instance, is playing it like perfectly, it's gonna sound like we know exactly what he did. And now, because there's an organist in this video, but we're not really following their part, so it's gonna sound like we're playing together because we're really close. So he essentially had the 1 and the 4, and he's playing the melody with it all over the bass note of the 1. Oh, okay. Again. Okay. Okay. So he might come off right there to the 5. You hear that? Chris said with his choir, they did it in E flat. So far, we're in D flat with this one. So, I mean, this is one of those songs that you should be able to, even in the simple way, of course, grab in almost every key. It's a good challenge to be able to do that. Okay, so let's keep going. We had he hit that, and I'm throwing this E flat down here at the bottom just for a little bit of support of the chord. It could be this, it could be this, but we didn't change the chord at all. See that? A flat major, add 2. A flat major, add 2. The reason I'm playing that with just one finger, because there was a lot of, right? There's a lot of he's doing a lot of melody stuff with his right hand. So I'm kind of trying to work right along with that. Oh, wait. He hits another chord. Oh. And he might even, no. See, I'm switching from here. This is what I'm hearing. Right? And that's just giving us, you hear that? They're so close to each other. Hear that? Then that. And there we go. Okay, so we have, we had that. Let's keep going. Oh, we gotta go there. So, it's so important that we're hearing that melody note, especially. Okay, see, I'm tucking that chord right in, and remember, bass note has not changed. Okay, all right, let's keep going. See what we can get. Oh, sorry. He's right in this closed spacing. Like, we have not even gone a full 2 octaves yet. See that? Here's 1 octave. too. We've done everything really about an octave and a half. Says my sample rate keeps changing. That's why I was trying to figure that out this week. Still haven't discovered the source of that, but I'm working on it. Hopefully, we can still get through. We're almost halfway. No, we're not. Let's keep going. Now, we hit something special right there. We're hitting a lot of this and this. Because remember, the song is simple anyway, but he's just following the melody. And then we hit a chord right here. But you see how I'm right here? He's just following the melody with that. And if it wasn't obvious, he's not at this point playing the root. So all these chords are rootless voicings, and he's a master at this. He was a master at playing these really close voicings that just brought out the melody. Just an incredible work overall. Now, dun, dun, that's the note I'm hearing. Notice if I hit this note and then I sing another note, most of the time I can hear the interval, but even during this transcription series, it's gotten a little bit better. The note that stuck out was dun, right? So, dun, I'm betting it's a B flat major chord, but let's see what happens. Dun. And he's still hitting this D flat down here. What? Okay, now let's see if there's other notes in this. Trying to decide if I hear the B flat or not. I hear, boy. That is a wonderful kind of nasty right there. From the standpoint of a D flat, we've got, this would be a 13, but there's no 7th in our chord. So we've got to treat it like a 6th. And then, oh, no. We do have our 7 right here. Here's our 7, and here's our 3rd. So, okay, so a 13. And then we do this flat 2 is how we kind of have to see that, right? I mean, yeah, this would be 2. That would be flat 2. So we know in most spaces that would be like, what's going on? But in a Tye Tribbett space, it's just a Tuesday. I mean, let me do that. Now, that's what's happening in his, what he played. But again, every single one of those things is happening over here, over the D flat. So again, that's a, now, if he doesn't put that note in there, that pulls out the specialness of the chord, but you could do that, but see, now you're not getting that same feel. So it kind of, that rub works because it's Tye Tribbett. I'm just gonna say it like that. And then, see, and we hearing the horns, they're doing this. So, so we have all of this. And if they're not doing that, that's giving us kind of a D minor vibe, which this is what I would expect that chord, this one, but then again, you put that rub in, so this, either this, we're here, but the main part of this chord, we hear this D, no matter what, that's there, and then we hear this. That's just, and the F was at the top from what I heard. Well, the F was at the top of him playing, but the horn was playing it higher. So he could be doing that again. Remember that with them, they have a whole band, like horns. I think there was even a flute in there. This was GA back in the day, right? So they had it all. And you can do a lot with orchestration at that point. So we have this here as far as what he's playing. But if you're not going with that right there, we can make that D our bass, right? So let me see. The F is the melody, okay? So it's all good with the melody note, but if we don't want to keep that there and we're playing this without all those instruments and you don't want people to look at you crazy, you can use this chord. So let me do that without the sorry. Go right, and then I can go straight to the E flat, because suddenly this B major makes great sense, because it can lead us to the E flat minor if we treat this as a 5 chord, right? We know our dominance, even without the 7th, a 5 chord leads us to the 1. So it makes perfect sense how that can work. Just Thaddeus, he stays right there and kind of hides that that Parris is playing that 5 chord. Let's keep going. And then instead of going to the 2, so I'm hitting this, and then he goes back to the 4, right? Let me straighten that out just a hair. Okay. He went to the 4. Let's see what happens in the bass, and then get the accompanying chords. So did he go back? Hold on. Okay, so now we're at the top of the song. I have to get that chord because it's almost like the bass dropped out right there. Did y'all hear that too? I heard the first part of it. Right, and then we got that. Now let me get the chords with that, and then we're going to talk about it. That chord where the bass drops out. What is he doing? 1 second. Okay, keep going. Maybe. Okay. I have to play that with it. And I don't want the autoplay on. There we go. That was the problem. That's why I went on. Hold on. I think that's it. Okay, so we're hearing this A major in 1, 2, 3, third inversion. Oh, so we hear this, and then I hear this note, and let's see where we go. Oh. Then it's like straight F sharp minor, F sharp, G flat. So if we hit the right there, and I kind of went lower. I don't think he actually put that in his bass. I'm playing the bass note from Thaddeus along with the chord here. You know, we were here. Oh. And then we got and then we hit this. And then he goes here. So he's playing this chord, right? This clashes perfectly nice. I'm calling it perfectly nice because the trumpet, if you heard in the background, was playing the melody, and it's this F right here. And if you hear right at this moment, listen to that. But it happens so fast, you're kind of like, ooh, I like that. What was it? Listen. Okay, coming right here, right there. Okay, so, and then the chord. You hear that? That's our chord there over the A. And now so he played the chord over the A. Bass note moves. That's the only thing that I'm hearing changed. What in the world? It's almost like they're playing in two different keys. Whew. This is an exercise for the ears, for real. So, now, he does this deal. Now, this is what's going on with Parris, okay? Oh, boy. We were here, where were we at? Right there, and then that's where he's going, okay? Why am I saying this? Let me stop right there because we might get stuck here. Check this out. He's in the middle of this key right here. the horns are still playing the melody in that key. While he's in the middle of all of that, we're on the and then right here we want to go there, but he plays this deal. Okay, now this note here, this is wild. This chord is not in the key because this note right here and this, only two notes in the key of D flat are these two. But check out what's important, or what really is happening. This here, right? We see it's the A major 9, like we were talking about. But A major 9 is in the key of, it's in a couple of keys, but the first one that I'm thinking of is E. And if we didn't know this already, E is related to the minor key of D flat. So he kind of flips both of those at once. And I'm trying to find a way to bring this all out, but I'm talking about the connection that I'm seeing he's doing. So E, first of all, what are the shared notes? Notice in D flat we have these same notes in the key of E. See, we have those there. So, right? That's, and in D flat. So they share 4 of their 7 notes, right? And so he took advantage of that right when they're playing this here. He's hitting this. And then we go to an A chord, right? That's in the key of E. Watch this. Key of E. And then, I don't know if he hits this E major because we stopped it. But if he did, we led right to it with those chords. However, watch what's going to happen. Now, melody-wise, I know this is about to happen, but let's keep going. He flips it back to D flat. You hear that? Now, watch this. Let me let it play right here. Now, you hear what he's doing? So he did this. We're on this note, then he flips it to the key of E. You hear that melody? Normally, remember I was saying, we stay there. But he flipped it. Then he started on this note. And then he goes back. And then he flips. Sorry. Right, let me move that out of the way again. Right? So he's going back and forth between the D flat and the E. So I'm going to say this. Now, this is... Let's take into account that this is in fact a rehearsal. So what could have been happening, it's possible, it could have been intentional that the trumpet player or the horns in general were staying in D flat and then that they're playing both of these keys at the same time. But it also could have been possible that, they're in rehearsal and he accidentally stayed there instead of flipping to E along with the chords at that moment. So, musicians, again, this was a rehearsal, says so on the video, that was recorded. So this is not like this happened live, but, there's a lot that can be learned from a rehearsal video. So, whether it was accidental and, it got cleaned up when they played it live, I've never seen a live version to confirm one way or the other. Chris, you're asking who's playing. This is Parris, a video of Parris Bowens playing with Tye Tribbett. I wanted to do a tribute to him in his passing the other day on Saturday morning. And so even though this video is a little bit, it's a little bit out of my league. This is pushing me today. But even still, you know, there's things to be gained from doing things that's a stretch for you as a transcriber. It just pushes you, you know, upward a little bit farther, and you know, you just got to go with it. But even if I'm not getting 100%, I'm real close to what he's doing. So okay, so let's see what the chords are at the beginning here. So, see, he clearly flips there. And yeah, he does hit that one. What is Thaddeus hit? So even if Thaddeus was still here, but remember, E major and C sharp minor are the same key. So that C sharp, which in the key of E, this would be C sharp, but we were in D flat major. Obviously it's a D at that point. But, you know, he's kind of simultaneously thinking in both. And so we're rocking right with him with this. He goes to E, he's on the C sharp in the bass. And then I think it was there, because he ended with this melody, but it went there. The trumpet, I think, did. So we heard, and then we over all of that. So, like I said, could be a mistake. It could be an accident. Again, rehearsal. Let's cut him some slack. We know how we can be in rehearsal. Or it was intentional. If we go with intentional, we're calling it brilliance either way. Hear all that? Now, so here, and then, what is that chord? We need that because it's part of this transition. Let's get the bass. I think he goes to the D. Let's listen. Bass. Wow. Okay. I think that's the bass. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm hearing, remember for that split second, we're in E, and then bass notes, he hit this, so that's what we're hearing. Sorry, y'all, I really am going to figure out how to do that over the course of time. But that only ever shows up when I'm in the live stream for some reason. So it's hard to pinpoint. We have the C sharp major, and then he's going to a chord that's on a D. Now we got to figure that one out, and the G. And then I'm going to assume this is a 5 chord of some sort back to D flat, because that's where we went. Okay? So we got a couple of tough chords coming up that are just totally out of left field, because even in the key of E, I don't see the note D or G is not in that key either. Right? These are the notes. Sorry, you can't see them. There we go. Those are the notes that are in the key of E. Okay? We don't see D or G. So let's see if we can't grab the chord here on that D. Let's see what we've got. We're going to have to use all our resources here. Might be D major. Okay. D major. So D major. Wow. Let's see. If I think it's, let's play the D major. Let's see what's right. That is, I feel like it might be just that, but instinctively, I want to put another note in this chord. So, hold on. I'm sorry, you can't see with that in the way. So, let me just get all that. Just from the perspective of Parris. So he played this. I think that's what, because we already heard the chord that's happening. So I think that's what we have. Let me slow this down a hair. Let me see if I can. I told y'all, live streaming is hard. We making it a little bit though. Praise the Lord. Okay. I slowed this down to half tempo because I want to see if I can play a little bit with Okay, so did you hear as I was playing along? Struggling, even playing at half speed. Brilliance. Just brilliance. Let's keep going a little bit, because he does that flip in the middle. I sped it up a little bit. Notice he's about to make the switch right there. Hold on. We need that badly. So we were here. Okay, we have the 7th chord. And then now, it sounds like it's a suspended chord. It doesn't sound like it's resolved, right? So let's do that again. Lord, I lift your name high. And then he immediately goes into this switch, where he's going from the D flat, key of D flat, to E. Here it happens. Let's see the transition. Okay, so I'm hearing this and this in the bass. Notice I listen to the bass of Thaddeus, and then I listen to the top of what he was playing. So the chord that I'm assuming, knowing that E is coming up, is, guess what? In the key of E, our 2 chord would normally be this. So I'm just going to stretch this chord out, or this, And let's see if that's what we get. Let's try to play that one with you. Yep. So, okay, so nice. Let's see what the B chord is. It's a dominant chord, but let's get the voice. I just love that, and it's so simple. Let me do that slow for myself. It ain't for a friend, that's for me. So basic. He just made it sound so good. Oh, he does it again. Notice. Now, let's take that just with the chords. Simple way. We have a, if we're not thinking about it in terms of the bass, but this is an A major chord in second inversion, root position, B major, second inversion, root position to E in first inversion. Oh, I'm playing it wrong, sorry. That feels weird. So, in your practice moving those inversions, right? So we were here, and then we've got this. So I think I want the E flat here. It kind of supports that better. See that? Let's try it again. Oh, I like that. Anyway. And so then we keep going. We're expecting a 4 in E now. Hold on. So we're expecting an A next. 1, 2, 3, 4, because we changed the key briefly. But our transition between the two keys was really kind of cool. So we're here, right? And then this note here, in and of itself, by itself, is already a part of D flat. So it doesn't sound out of place when you hit this. And even hitting this chord doesn't even sound out of place for D flat yet, because it is D flat. I mean, because it's in the key, the G flat is in the key. But even if you made it minor, it would, if you stop right there, it's gonna just sound like a borrowed chord for that moment, and then you could go here, right? So we can go there, but instead we take it and keep going. Now we're here in E. Now let's keep going. We gotta get what the transition is in E to complete this whole little thing. Notice he's hitting that A chord just like we expect. Okay. I heard that. Now, what chord did he go to? Hold on. After the A. I'm hearing him walk down here. Let's get the whole chord. I feel like I know what it is, but I'm messing it up. I'm wrong on something. It's not that. It's not that. I'm at a loss. Hold on. I don't think I have the melody, and that's killing me right now. Okay. There's a note in here somewhere. It's not that. Can it be that? The B flat? See, I hear this G. But I need something else in there. What do we... So... I could be on the wrong chord altogether. Okay, if I do it like that I got thrown off by that walk down. Let's see if that's the chord. Yes. So the chord is here. I'm thrown off because he's walking down to this note, but here. See it? I was a little bit difficult, right? I didn't expect that in this area, especially in the key of E. Let's see where it goes. And I got a few more minutes, but we need to get back to that D flat right here. We're to E. Okay, so he hits an E flat. I think that's what we have here. So kind of a 2-5-1, but he substituted this 5 for its tritone, right? These are tritones away from each other. This is what I'm hearing from the bass. Let's listen one more time. He plays a dominant there? Okay, hold on. On the E flat. I'm going to play a straight E flat chord, although it could just be that with no B flat in it at all. But he definitely rolled that off like that. What is next? Dun. We got an F and a D in there. F. This is the 3 notes we have, and it could lead us to D minor, or it could lead us to that B flat major. Or knowing them, it could be something totally different. So we gotta Really listen to that. I'm too early. Okay. This is diminished, and I wasn't thinking of E flat. Like I said, I was thinking of this or this, and what do you know? He snatches out the diminished, the half diminished chord that I also was not thinking about. Let's see if it's right though. Let me go back. Let me try that. Where was it? Oh. So if I don't put the bass in there, I'm putting the B flat in just to give it a little more. Oh. Look at what happened when I took the bass out. And then that makes it easier. I think that's it. I found that by accident. I didn't see that coming. Here we go. We're in E. One more time, since it's screwed up. Here we're in E. And it's almost like they delayed it. They got here, and then they're on the chord, right? So that gave us the whole, because we started on the song, right? We started there. So now we have the beginning part. And then we went here. And then we go here. And you see I'm slow. And then 4. Sorry, let me move it. Do all that again. 5. And then the 4. And then we go here. And then, he hits this chord. And then switch. And then, I keep forgetting the chord. 2. That's nice. And so then when we get there, right? The second time, remember? And then we did, what was on the D? I forgot what was on the G. We were here. Something like that. Somewhere pretty close to that. Today we had the genius of Parris Bowens, praying for his family. And this is just a little bit of Lord, I lift your name on high. That's actually the whole song, all those chords in there. Obviously, he's going to get more inventive, but just grabbing that, like literally doing a song. We can't even say it's just in one key because it's going back and forth between the D flat and the E, and we've already established they're connected through D flat, C sharp minor. You're in a harmonic spelling, and so since they're connected, they use that to put the song in both keys at the same time. So, you know, if you're looking to spice up something like that, and if you're looking to do this, now I haven't tested this myself, but using the method that they used, let's grab that real quick. Right here, right? Now, the note that this started on was the 3 of the key, right? And then we ended right here. And so if we treat this as the 3 of the key, what do you know? It's going to put us in E. Right? Now, we already did that. Now, if we went further on, 3 of the key would make this G. Right? Now, if this is 3 of the key, it's B flat. Right? See, and so now I'm back. So you really could, the way he's playing this out, we could pull this out further than that. But it can get a little crazy doing that. He just chose to stick between those 2 keys. And so we changed here. Okay, and since they're related keys anyway, no big deal. Then we went back. Right? So, and this note here that we're ending on is not in some wild place. Even though this is not in the key of D flat, even if you hit it right here, that would be a minor 7th on the D flat. Whether if you play it here, it would be a dominant chord. If you play it there, it would be the minor 7, which of course connects us to E and the D flat. So this note, even though it's not in the key of D flat, is not far-fetched out, reaching outside of the key. So, he connected it. Maybe you can find a song where you're singing something in a repetitive manner and using that note, that end note, to put you in a different key. Play around with that. And in the different key, especially if it's related to your original key, you can use some of these ideas. So be in prayer for his family. Happy practicing this week. And we made it, you guys. We made it to the end of this session despite the issues. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. Working on it all. So anyway, I will see you guys next week. You guys take